How do you find the coach you need? This is a very popular question I get asked when I speak at conferences and even here through social media. And so I want to tackle this one. Is this really applies whether or not you are a parent and you want to actually get a counselor or coach for your kids, or you are a professional an entrepreneur, you're looking more for like an executive coach. So regardless with whatever type of coaching you're looking for, this video is going to be, I think, really helpful for you. I'm going to be teaching you 7 things I want you to be looking for when choosing a great coach for yourself. If we haven't met, my name is Dr. Karyn. I'm a leadership relationship expert. I've been doing this work for over 25 years, working with businesses, entrepreneurs, professionals, and also family. Started my practice 25 years ago. And so I've been coaching professionally for 25 years, and I've seen lots and lots of different coaches. So although my style, my methodology is coaching oriented, my training is actually in marriage and family and therapy. And so I have seen lots and lots and lots of different styles. Coaching I find extremely powerful, but there are certain things you want to look for. All right. So 7 things, everybody. Get out your pen and paper and let's dive in. The first thing I want you to look for is really identify what exactly are you hoping to do different? What are your needs that you have as it relates to coaching? So if you are a parent and you're looking for a coach for your child, is it academic coaching? Is it emotional management coaching? Is it more therapeutic coaching? Is it more emotion management coaching? If you're a professional, is it more executive coaching or business leadership coaching, financial coaching? So first thing you really want to figure out is what exactly what is your need? Okay, what is your need? Get really, really clear. And sometimes you will find a coach that can actually provide expertise in several. So one of the reasons why our coaching company grew so quickly is because our coaching skill set and expertise is very wide and it's very deep. So we have training in both family therapy and can kind of deal with heavy topics, all the way to career development, to leadership development and business development. And so for executive coaching, for example, our clients love the fact that they can actually get coaching, one coach that is actually can kind of help them in all these different parts of their life. And so you don't necessarily have to have 5 different coaches for the different areas of your life. You can actually maybe have one coach that can maybe tackle 2 or 3 depending on their expertise. But the first thing you want to look for is what are the needs that you actually have and get really clear on that. Number 2, you really want to make sure that you are getting some kind of recommendation. There's a lot of people out there that call themselves a coach. And it is really important that you are going to somebody who has been recommended by either somebody that you know or, somebody that you know through another person. You read the reviews, you see what kind of work they do, what kind of clients they've actually had. There's a lot of people that can give themselves that title, but you want to make sure that you are going to somebody who is trusted. It's a trusted resource. So on the business side, by looking at what kind of clients that they've actually had, what kind of reviews are actually had. On the family side, I would be actually going to a family doctor and getting the family doctor to make recommendations around coaches or therapists that they would actually recommend. So be very, very careful on who you're going to. You need to go to somebody who has actually seen results from that coach, because coaching is very personal and you want to make sure that you are getting really great advice and counsel. Number 3, see if you can kind of test drive the person. And so whether or not it's just kind of like one session, whether or not it's like, a trial option that you can actually do. For our executive coaching, for example, we'll do like one session just to make sure it's actually a good fit before they actually sign up on a program, because you want to, before you buy the car, you want to test drive, right? So in coaching and therapy is the same thing. On the family side, we do the exact same thing on the family side. Have one session before you're actually committing to a certain process or the method that you're going to be doing. Make sure that you can just really, is there going to be a good connection? So you want to test drive. Number 4 is look at the price. There is a wide range of pricing that's actually out there. One of the things that we've actually tried to do for price is we have tried to give lots of different options. So we have group coaching. We have team coaching. We have individual coaching. We have events that people can actually do. So we've tried it for us. We want to make sure that we're serving a lot of different people according to their price points and also with what they're looking for. So we like options. That's what we have found as a company has been really effective. But when you, regardless of who you're talking to or the coaching, look at what are the fee options? Is there, sometimes they'll have a scale. Is there any kind of a scale? Sometimes they don't. But that you definitely want to be looking at different pricing. Number 5, and by the way, when we're speaking of a kind of test driving, I forgot to mention this. When we're looking at test driving and really kind of seeing whether or not the their methodology kind of works for you. See if you can kind of be watching things. I'm just going backwards for a second because I realized I forgot a note. See if you can kind of go back and watch their stuff, watch their videos. Do they have books? Do they have a podcast? Like really kind of like you're almost test driving their methodology, their philosophy a little bit to make sure that it's actually aligned. We have a great leadership scorecard that would be a really great thing for everybody. I mean, we give this to students all the way to CEOs. And what it does is it actually helps you actually understand the 5 different kind of core skills we want everybody to develop. And this will actually help you figure out a little bit with maybe what type of coach you would be actually needing according to these 5 different leadership skills. So if you would like to receive it, it's free. Just write down yes below and someone from our team will actually send that to you. But it's a nice way of just kind of helping you understand what are the different skills that I might be looking for. And then you can take that scorecard to a particular coach and say, I did this scorecard. I realized I really need to kind of work on these 2 skills or these 3 skills. It'll actually help the coach, whatever coach you're actually going to work with. So that's actually a great resource for you. Okay, back to our list, everybody. We're getting focused. All right, here we go. Next one is qualifications. So you want to look at what are their qualifications. If we're talking about on the family side, I definitely want to see at least an undergrad in psychology or social work. I want to see a minimum of a master's and ideally a doctorate. And so that's what I'd be looking. And I also want to be looking at what professional associations are they a member of. And they should really have that all on their website. And if they don't, you can actually ask for that. Sometimes people don't put all of that stuff on their website. So you can actually ask for that. And so you definitely want to get that if you're doing anything that is more in the heavier emotional needs that you actually have. So make sure you are looking for that. If you're looking in terms of qualifications more on the other side, in terms of business or career, again, same thing, look at their qualifications. I think it's really helpful to have some kind of a college university degree, depending on with what type. But you can also do very specialized types of education, whether or not it's leadership training, personality development. And so you on the executive coaching side, the qualifications are still really important. But I would be to me, it's important, but you also really want to make sure that you are looking very heavily on the reviews and the recommendations. Okay. So that's number 5 is your qualifications. Number 6 is the rapport. Coaching is a really personal thing. People are kind of sharing what they're thinking, with what they're feeling, with what they're processing, with what their goals are. It's a very personal thing. And you want to make sure, do you actually have a connection and a rapport with your coach? And if you don't, that's okay. And it means you might actually have to go find a different coach. Rapport is really important. You have to know them. Do you like them? Do you trust them? And so really kind of pay attention to whether or not you actually have a rapport with the person. And the last one, everybody, really important, great coaching is really around action. And this is why, even though I am trained in therapy, and that is my professional training, my style and my methodology, even when I've been practicing with families, is really around coaching, because coaching is very much around what's your goal, what are the tools that you need, and let me coach you those tools so you can achieve your goal. So it's very much on action. It's not just passive, letting a person kind of unpack things, although that can be still very helpful. Coaching really is around what is the goal, what are the tools that you need, let me coach you those tools, and let me support you as you are taking action towards your goal. And so it's very important, whatever coach and whoever you decide to hire, that there is homework, that there is action steps, that you're learning, you're processing, you're applying, because it's only when you're applying the tools or you're applying with what they're teaching you, will you actually see results. And so that's one of the reasons why I've always loved the methodology of coaching, is because it's about progress. I don't want to just talk about something. Let's do something about it. Let's see some action. Let's make sure that people are achieving their success, however they actually define it. So you want to make sure that in a great coach, there's action steps to help you achieve your goal, whatever that goal is. So hopefully you've liked this video, that you have found it helpful. You can see my little dog in the background who's just chilling after learning all these 7 tips. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out the other videos that we have. We've got lots of videos. So if you have a topic you would love us to cover, send us a message, put it down below, and we read all the comments. And so we appreciate you giving your feedback, and hopefully we will see you at one of our other videos.